week 38 of 2026. It's 11 July 2026, and this is my 5 minutes of fame to share with you some ideas and some thoughts. And the focus this week is education. There is a story, it's a kind of folklore, I guess. It's about a group of Indians talking about elephant, and it's about how different people view the same thing from different angles. So we have different views on education and how and what is the best way to deliver education to the Somali community, Somali students, and so on. I too have my own view, just like the Indians who had different definitions of elephant. One saying it's a trunk, one saying it's a arm, one saying it's a leg, because each one of them touched part of the elephant. We Somalis also have different views of education. Some of us say, no, there's only one book, there is only one way of teaching, there is one way of running education, and so on and so forth. But none of those things are really important for this discussion. This discussion is really about how can we make the delivery of education or the quality of education better in Somalia. So I'm not an educationalist, but I am involved in universities and I have some ideas, and that's what I'm sharing with you. Anything else, the politics and the gaming and all those things, they're not my cup of tea. I'm not really interested in those things. So the study you will see in this post, it was done without any funding or any support from any group or from any university or government or anyone. It was purely my own research. I looked at the Somali education landscape, checked the facts, checked with other organizations around the world, and this is the outcome. This is the table you're looking below, is what I found. Now, I could have written a lot more negative stuff and a lot more criticism, but that really is not the point. The objective is to share ideas, and the point is, how do we make things better? Now, there are a lot of Somali scholars around the world, and everyone have their own views. So this is just one of those views, nothing special, and I hope it will contribute to the discussion on how we can improve our education. We've been through different governments, different ministries, different minister of education, visiting around the world, Malaysia, Thailand, wherever, other ministers running programs that were useful, for example, the F-bands. Some of you might not aware about this. And then another minister comes along and nationalizes or takes that project into the ministry, and then we know what happened. But the bottom line today, what I really want to focus on, is what happens to the Somali students when they go overseas. And I encounter them. I'm involved in 4 different universities in Australia, and I know the problems they face, or even in the Pacific region and in other countries. And that is really my interest. My interest is, how do we improve the quality of education? How do we get the system to work better? And most importantly, how do we encourage our students to get the best education? And when they graduate and they go overseas, how can we make sure the credentials, certificates, degrees, diplomas are recognized? So that is really the focus. It's all positive. It's trying to help, not to criticize. We've been criticizing for a long time, and it took us nowhere. So that's what really this topic is about. Your comments, your feedback, as always, welcome. Take care. And yes, before I go, I want to congratulate Moody University in Burma for becoming a member of the African Australian Universities Network. Well done, keep it up. If you don't know more about the AAUN, again, I wrote about that, and I would encourage all Somali universities to participate and become a member. It's open for all. So I'll leave that there, and until next week, As I said earlier, your comments, feedback as always welcome. My 5 minutes are up. Take care. Goodbye.